Rae. I am back with another book by the same author, Kevin Hincks. Sheila Rae the Brave. What does it mean to be brave? Tell someone at home what it means to be brave. Not scared. I think that's a good meaning of brave. Okay. Sheila Rae wasn't afraid of anything. She wasn't afraid of the dark. Are you sleeping, Sheila Rae? She wasn't afraid of thunder and lightning. And she wasn't afraid of the big black dog at the end of the block. At dinner, Sheila Rae made believe that the cherries in her fruit cocktail were the eyes of dead bears. And she ate 5 of them. Looks like somebody is being brave and somebody else is not being brave. At school, Sheila Rae giggled when the principal walked by. And when her classmate Wendell stole her jump rope during recess, Sheila Rae tied him up until the bell rang. I am very brave, Sheila Rae said, patting herself on the back. I don't know if we should tie someone up, do you? Sheila Rae stepped on every crack in the sidewalk without fear. When her sister Louise said there was a monster in the closet, Sheila Rae attacked it. And she rode her bicycle no-handed with her eyes closed. Yay, yeah, Sheila Rae, her friends yelled, clapping their hands. No-handed with her eyes closed. Look at her sister Louise. I don't think she likes it. One day, Sheila Rae decided to walk home from school a new way. Louise was afraid to. You're too brave for me, Louise said. Does this sound like a good idea? I think I hear a problem coming up. You're always such a scaredy cat, Sheila Rae called. I'm not, whispered Louise. Sheila Rae skipped off, skipping. I am brave, she sang. I am fearless. Look who's sneaking along. Louise. She stepped on every crack. She walked backwards with her eyes closed. Louise is peeking. Do you think that Sheila Rae knows Louise is there? Let's find out. She growled at stray dogs, and she bared her teeth at stray cats. And she pretended that the trees were evil creatures. She climbed up them and broke their fingers off. Snap, snap, snap. It's kind of mean, isn't it? I see Louise peeping. Sheila Rae walked and walked. She turned corners. She crossed streets. It suddenly occurred to Sheila Rae that nothing looked familiar. Okay, what's the problem? What has happened to poor Sheila Rae and Louise? The problem is she got lost. Here she thought she was being brave, going a new way home and taking turns and going across streets, but now she's lost. See if you can think of a solution how she can fix this. Sheila Rae heard frightening noises. They sounded worse than thunder. She thought horrible thoughts. They were worse than anything she'd ever imagined. I am brave, Sheila Rae tried to convince herself. I am fearless. I think she's worried, like Wimberly. The sounds became more frightening. The thoughts became more horrible. Sheila Rae sat down on a rock and cried, Help, she sniffed. She thought of her mother and her father and Louise. Mother, Father, Louise, she cried. What do you predict's going to happen? Tell someone at home what's going to happen. Is it going to be a solution? Here I a voice said. Louise! Sheila Rae hugged her sister. We're lost, Sheila Rae said. No, we're not, said Louise. I know the way home. Follow me. Louise stepped on every crack. She walked backwards with her eyes closed. She growled at stray dogs and bared her teeth at stray cats. This story has now changed. How has it changed? Yeah, at first Sheila Rae did all of these things and was so brave, and Louise was so scared. But now that Louise has helped Sheila Rae, she's the brave one. She's doing all the stuff that Louise used to do. I think our solution is that Louise saved the day. And she pretended that the trees were evil creatures. She jumped up and broke their fingers off. Snap, snap, snap. Sheila Rae walked quietly behind her. They walked and walked. They crossed streets. They turned corners. How do you think Sheila Rae is feeling right now? Soon their house could be seen between the trees. Sheila Rae grabbed Louise and dashed up the street. When they reached their own yard and the gate was closed behind them, Sheila Rae said, Louise, you are brave. You are fearless. We both are, said Louise, and they walked backwards into the house with their eyes closed. Sheila Rae the Brave. What's something you can do that's brave? Do some writing today. Tell us some things you can do that makes you brave. Sheila Rae the Brave.